I stare up at the dark and flimsy ventilation shaft. Absolutely not.
We don't have any other choice.
I settle my narrowed eyes on his. I'll fall and break my neck. We're not in a spy movie, Chuck. It's dangerous. He growls and shakes his head.
Do you want to be stuck in here all night? All you have to do is crawl through until you get service. Piece of cake.
I cross my arms over my chest. Then why don't you do it? He shimmies his upper body obnoxiously. His large, rock-hard muscles flex under his shirt.
No way I'm fitting in there. It has to be you.
I cover my eyes with my hand. I don't want to tell him the truth, that I'm terrified of small spaces. Being in this locked room is bad enough. I look back up at the ceiling. But he's right. This shaft leads to the front of the basement, and it's our only chance to get service. Our only chance to get out of here. I'm playing the game of my life tomorrow, and I can't show up at anything less than 100%. I let out a long, suffering sigh. Fine. Give me a boost. He blows out a breath of relief, then crouches down and cups his hands. I put my hands on his shoulders and take a deep breath. Please don't freak out. Please don't freak out. I put my left foot in his hands, and I instantly rise in the air. Jeez, not so fast. But luckily, I have impeccable balance, so I'm able to grip the edges of the shaft. I carefully remove the covering, debating for a moment about dropping it on his head, before tossing it to the floor. I peer into the dark, small tunnel and barely suppress a shiver.
Hurry up! I want to get out of here!
I growl, gathering every last ounce of my courage, and hoist myself in. When I feel his hands on my rear giving me a push, I squawk with indignation. Get your hands off of me, you pervert! He snorts.
Don't flatter yourself, sweetie. I was just trying to help.
I clamp my lips to shut in my retort. I have bigger things to worry about now, like the fact that I'm suddenly in a cramped metal tunnel. I cringe, and for a moment, I'm unable to move.
What's the holdup?
An excuse tumbles out of me, and I'm grateful that I have one. Who should I call? I hear rustling, and then his phone lands in the tunnel beside me.
Call Adam. His dad owns the arena, so he'll have keys. Lock code is 1234.
This time, it's my turn to snort. Clever. I grip the phone in my hand, and then with no other choice, start army crawling down the tunnel. Ugh, this is insane. Tim was right. This whole idea was stupid in the first place. I cough on the stale tunnel air, but keep moving. 5 feet. 7 feet.
No service yet?
Chuck's voice sounds far and close at the same time, or maybe my fear is starting to take over. Not yet. 8 feet. 9 feet. I check the phone again. Nothing. Gah! The darkness starts to close in around me, and just when I think I'm going to lose it, I see a bar on Chuck's phone. Thank goodness. Got it! I don't waste time dialing at him. Thankfully, he picks up. I tell him what happened, and after recovering from his fit of laughter, he agrees to come get us. He's coming. Said I'll be here in 15. I hear Chuck curse in relief. Once I hang up, I instantly start moving backward, but a noise suddenly sounds from further down the tunnel, and my heart lurches in my chest. What the heck was that? My body twists on instinct, and my neck gets caught at an awkward angle. I try to move, but I feel my sleeve snag on something. A wayward screw? I whimper and try to move again, but my hair gets caught too, and a burst of pain starbursts at the back of my skull. Oh no.
Hurry up! If he comes before you're out of there, I'm leaving you.
I'm sure he's kidding, but the thought of being in here all night, alone, sends my whole body into an ice-cold panic. Desperate, I shift again, but all I feel is another shot of pain in my neck and skull. Sheer, undiluted terror washes over me. The walls close in, and I start panting. And then, I do something I absolutely never do. I burst into tears. I'm stuck. Please don't leave me in here. Here, Chuck. I'm scared of small spaces. Promise you won't. There's a beat of silence, and then I hear his voice. It's a bit calmer than it was before.
I was kidding. I wouldn't do that, okay? Now, what do you mean you're stuck?
A sob rips from my throat. My sleeve and my hair caught on something.
Take a deep breath. Try to untangle yourself. Move slowly.
I try to move again, but my hands are shaking like leaves. I can't. It's not working. I'm shrill, but I don't even care.
Okay, let's just take a moment and relax. We'll try again in a minute.
I do as he says, but it doesn't help. I close my eyes, fear clouding my brain.
Why don't you tell me about that shot today? You almost got it past me.
Annoyance breaks a tiny hole through my anguish. Don't patronize me!
I'm not. I swear that almost went in. One of the best shots I've seen all year.
I hear the sincerity in his voice, and my lips curve a bit. It should have gone in. It's my right hook shot. Hasn't failed me all year.
I know. I've seen your highlights.
You have?
Yep. Coach has had me preparing for you since September. Knew I'd see you in the championship.
The admission sends a frisson of pride through me, so I decide to give him an admission of my own. I knew I'd see you, too. I've made it my personal mission to score on you. He chuckles at that. Then...
How you doing in there?
Okay, I think. Talking is helping. So we talk. About hockey, about other players we admire, and about how we both spend most of our nights playing NHL on PS4. My heartbeat slowly but surely evens out, and I soon find I'm able to move without shaking. So I slowly untangle my sleeve and my hair. Then with a grunt, I twist my body to how it was before. I'm free! I start scooting backwards down the tunnel like my life depends on it. A burst of air is a welcome assault against my bare legs, and I don't waste time pushing my body out of the shaft. Chuck wasn't expecting me so fast, and he tries to grab me, but loses his balance. I twist to avoid impact, and we both fall. Ooh! I suddenly find myself lying flat on his chest. He's on his back, breathing heavily. The air around us quiets. My eyes lock on his, and I see both surprise and curiosity in his gaze. A snarky retort bubbles inside me, but it fades quickly. He's still the same old stupid Chuck, but looking at him now, I feel gratitude. He really helped me back there, and wow, his eyes sure are pretty. My gaze runs along his strong jaw, his full lips, then back to his eyes that are now looking at my lips. I suck in a breath, and his eyes darken, as if with heat. I swear, we both lean in, but then a throat clears in the doorway.